Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, over here at Hookah Anonymous, I think y'all should know by now that we got no problem, right, with taking the heat that comes with certain things that we tell y'all is going on. Now, as a disclaimer, like I always tell y'all, this is just our personal opinion. For entertainment purposes only. Y'all take what y'all want from it, and that's that, right? But today we're going to talk about Booka600 cryptic messages or tweets that he put on Twitter, right? And we're going to dissect those tweets, and I want to hear who y'all think he's talking about. No, he's not talking about no ops. Alright, I'm going to just get that out right now. And a lot of people thought that he was talking about Memo600, and I don't see how y'all could think that he's actually talking about Memo600 if you look at the context clues that support it around those tweets. If you look at the supporting details, and yes, I'm gonna take it all the way back to grammar school, y'all. If you look at the supporting details around these tweets, you know good and well he's not talking about Memo600. Alright, I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell y'all that he's talking about the Memo600 situation where his chain getting snatched, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Alright, now personally, I'm gonna just go out and say it. I think he's talking about THF Bayzoo and Lil Durk. And I'm gonna explain why. And before I explain why, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the tweets that he's been tweeting and get familiar with what he's talking about, right? So let's start it off here. Now, in one of the tweets, he says this. He says, quote, "It's always somebody that wants you to do something they wouldn't do." Alright, pay attention. Now, he also said, "I had somebody tell me clout chasing is they hustle." Right? Then in the next slide, he said, "I'm grown as hell. All the we gang ish is dead. I'll smack the F out of you." Alright? Then in the next slide, he said, quote, "If they don't F with you, F them. Can't kiss nobody A-word." Alright? Pay attention. Then he said, "Do that ish yourself or you ain't tough as you think." Alright, now I want y'all to sit here and let those tweets marinate. Now, of course, people gonna sit there, "Oh, he talking about Memo." No, pay attention. Oh yeah, before I forget, there was another slide where he tweeted his own picture and he put as a caption, he said, quote, "One N-word that's gonna always stand on his own." Now y'all pay attention, and now let's get into why I feel how I feel. Now, if y'all know what's going on with the Memo600 situation, it's been reported and alleged that Lil Durk called Memo600 to come, box or fight, whatever they wanted to do, based on all of Memo600's actions that he's been doing on social media and the whole DaBaby situation, right? So he called him, say, "Yo, let's box, let's do that," whatever the case may be. Now, it's been alleged. We're going to keep it alleged. It's alleged that Memo brought two guys with him. All right. Now, the guys he brought with him is Memo600, allegedly, and Memo600, allegedly. All right. Those are the two guys that he brought with him. Now, the story goes that allegedly, they were supposed to meet up with Lil Durk and box or whatever the case may be. He brought them two guys with him, and then lo and behold, Bayzoo came out, and they caught the two guys that was with Memo, and Memo ran. And the reason why Memo was able to get away was because one of those two guys pretty much told Memo what was going on ahead of time, and they took the beating and whatever transpired, allegedly, while Memo pretty much ran on them. So the change that you see is pretty much the change, not from Memo, but from the guys that he was with. And it's a bad situation because those guys can't even go live because it's been alleged that they've been beat pretty badly. Alright, they say one of them got their teeth knocked out, allegedly, or whatever the case may be. But however, this is why these tweets make sense. Alright, pay attention. These tweets make sense because they said Lil Durk set it up. Lil Durk set it up, but he wasn't the one that did the damage. So when you see tweets like, "Oh, one N-word that's going to always stand on his own," you see what I'm saying? Or when you see tweets where the dudes say, "Oh, it's always somebody that wants you to do something that they won't do." Alright? Or when you see things like, "Do that ish yourself," or "You ain't as tough as you think you is," who do you think he's talking about, and what do you think he's talking about? It's no coincidence that he put those tweets out once after the situation came about and it's been alleged of what happened. And I know y'all probably tired of me to keep saying alleged, but I'm trying to keep it fair for both sides. But you know, if you know, you know. It is what it is. Now here's where Booka also comes in, because a lot of people like, oh, I just seen Booka in the video with Lil Durk in the THF video. Don't get it misconstrued. Yes, Booka is cool with Durk and all that. However, I personally think that Booka is also, because you gotta remember, Booka is still 600 at the end of the day. He's still 600. So those dudes that Memo brought with him, who is also 600, even though Booka may not have that relationship with Memo, he might not be cool with Memo and attention with them, the people that's still affiliated with Memo, like Emilio and Mizzle, you see what I'm saying? They may still have a relationship with Booka, and Booka probably feel away, because at the end of the day, they still 600. Booka is still 600, bro. So at the end of the day, if you doing that to the 600 members, how does that make 600 look as a whole? They all rep the same set. So if you do one thing to one person, it's like Peter paid for Paul. You make the whole gang look weak, because guess what? We all rep 600. So if you heard they got their teeth stomped out, or if you heard they got their chain took, that make them look crazy. You see what I'm saying? If you hear right now, yo, somebody took OTF chains, somebody got an OTF chain, you're not gonna, I mean, everybody gonna want to think like, all right, who chain got took, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna make OTF look sweet as a whole. You see what I'm saying? So that's where that whole part comes in. So a lot of people like, yo, how does this correlate with Booka600? Why do you think that these tweets are to Bayzoo or Lil Durk? And this is why. Because at the end of the day, it's all like family. And that's the bad part. It's all family. Bayzoo even said, right, in the last live he did, where he didn't really apologize to Memo, but he pretty much said like, yo, I overreacted. I let my emotions get in the way. I got real stuff going on. However, you playing with real steppers. You doing a lot of internet stuff. That's a problem with Memo. He's just doing a lot of internet stuff. However, he said, yo, Memo was my shorty. You see what I'm saying? Memo was my shorty. It's just that he playing with real members. That's all. And sometimes that's how it be, man. When you in a set, you in a gang, or whatever the case may be, we may not always see eye to eye. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to do any crazy harm to you, but I want to let you know, stop playing with me. All right, stop playing like you know me. I know you. You know you're not on the same type of time I'm on. So stop playing with me. That's all that means, y'all. All right, so that's pretty much what I got from it. I personally think that Booka is talking about Lil Durk. May not be too much as Bayzoo. However, it's been reported that Bayzoo was the actual one to, do X, Y, and Z. And it's not like I'm putting this out there. It's not like, oh, Hookah, you snitching. No, Zoodon went live and already said what he said. So you can't say that I'm saying anything. He did that on his own. However, I'm putting two and two together. If you see Boss Top tweets, I'm gonna do another video on that as well. If you see Boss Top tweets, if you see Booka tweets, they sound real cryptic, and it sounds like it's pertaining to that situation. A lot of people, I feel, that's inside that circle may not agree with what's going on, because they feel, yo, Lil Durk, if you got a problem with this man, you settle it with this man himself. You see what I'm saying? Don't have Zoo come out. Don't have this one come out. You settle this with yourself. We're not talking about ops. We're not dealing with ops. We dealing with family. We dealing with people that's cool. That was once, like blood. But at the end of the day, this all ties back to Memo, man. He shouldn't have went back there. I don't care what nobody say. It's certain things you say or do that there's no coming back from, and these guys were making threats to each other. Memo pretty much was saying what he was saying, and once again, if you saying them type of words like you gonna do this when you see this person, or it's this, that, it's up when I see you, you can't be sitting here joining alliances. Like, come on, man. That's how people get backdoored. So at the end of the day, that's what I got from it. I feel Booka600 was personally talking about Lil Durk and Bayzoo with the situation that happened with Memo600. I'm gonna post these tweets. Y'all check it out for yourself. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Simple as that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.